Every summer it's the same comments. The Cala de Mijas isn't what it used to be. They've ruined it. Too much concrete, too many people, too commercial. I must have read those kind of comments 100 times this year alone. So instead of arguing about it online, I went and asked the people who actually know. And what they told me wasn't what I expected. By the end of this video, I'm going to give you a straight answer. Not an opinion, an answer on whether the Cala de Mijas has lost its charm or whether we're just remembering it wrong.
It's got great restaurants.
I think it's got busier.
Yeah, there's lovely beaches.
Lots of changes, yeah.
Didn't used to be so busy.
10 years, La Cala has changed a lot.
That's a massive change.
A lot more people, a lot more properties.
It's developed a lot on the other side of the A7.
It doesn't seem to have changed very much, actually.
A lot more people coming nowadays.
I'm Keith. I moved to this coast from London in 2004. So that's over 20 years of watching this specific part of the coast grow, change and occasionally lose the plot. Now I do run a real estate company here, so I do have a bias. That's something you should know about up front. I make a living from people wanting to move here, so take that into account. But it also means I've had a front row seat to every change this little village has been through over the last 20 years. So I'm not interested in sending you the fantasy version. I want to find out what's actually true. So here's what we're doing. First, the complaints, what people are actually saying and why. Second, we go back in time and find out what the Cala genuinely used to be like. Third, the other side of the story, the bit that people leave out of the Facebook rant. And finally, the verdict, including a couple of things about my own choices, which I haven't told you yet. Let's start with the actual complaint, because it's not one thing, it's 4 different arguments wearing the same t-shirt. Take traffic. Now, the Cala was never built for the number of people who now live, work and visit here. Access from the A7 is one of the worst pressure points. A lot of journeys mean driving straight through the village centre just to rejoin the motorway. So local traffic, deliveries, school runs and every visitor, they all get funneled through the same narrow streets.
You know, people say, oh, but the foreigners and whatever are buying up everything. Well, if people don't want to sell, they can't buy. You know, so again, it's just a natural evolution of what happens in the world, wherever you are. It doesn't matter where you are, but the towns are going to change.
So you've seen some changes since you were last here?
I have. I hadn't been to La Cala for about 40 years. So that was returned to La Cala, if you like, in March 2026, having not been here since I was 14. And yes, a massive change. I'm completely shocked.
How long have you lived here?
4 years.
4 years. And have you seen changes in the last 4 years?
Yes, lots of changes, yeah.
For good or for bad?
A bit of both, yeah.
Okay, go on. What do you mean?
It's there's more bigger buildings going up, new developments, more restaurants coming into town that are more expensive, so the prices are going up. We're losing that traditional feel to the place.
Well, when we used to come, didn't used to be so busy, so it's gotten a bit busier. And I think more shops, more things to do, so it has grown.
How do you think the Cala's changed?
It's got more expensive, hasn't it? It's more expensive.
In terms of what, the housing or the restaurants?
Both housing and restaurants. Still a great place, but it's going to be more expensive.
Have you seen a lot of high-level restaurants coming to La Cala?
A lot of high-level restaurants. It's a La Cala.
And what do you think about those prices?
The prices is too much. It's more than normal.
Problem is, with all this increase in residents, the infrastructure has not gotten any better. It's just gotten worse. In the beginning, I remember you could come into La Cala in and out in 5 minutes. Now it takes between 30 and 40 minutes just to circulate through La Cala de Mijas.
Those are actual complaints from people who live here, not internet trolls or people who have never stepped foot in La Cala itself. So the question isn't, has change happened? Because it obviously has. The question is, has it happened at a loss? Or are we just comparing La Cala to a version of itself that was never going to last anyway? To understand whether something's been lost, you have to know what was actually here to lose. Just a few decades ago, this was mostly fishermen, farmland, and a handful of chiringuitos. What's here today didn't replace a perfect untouched paradise. It replaced a small, quiet, genuinely undeveloped stretch of coast that most of Europe have never even heard of. That growth is the same growth that every desirable stretch of European coastline has been through. The question was never, is La Cala going to change? It was, how well is it going to handle it? And just a quick one, if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to like, follow, subscribe and ring the notification bell, and you'll get updates every time we release new content. Let's get back into it. Here's the bit that doesn't make it into those angry Facebook posts. More restaurants means more choice. A better paseo means it's actually walkable and safe for families. New development done properly means better built homes than a lot of what was here before. So we've got two genuinely valid points of view about the same village. Something was lost, something was gained. The real question is, which one weighs more? Now here's the part I haven't told you yet. I used to live in La Cala myself. In 2018, I moved out to Riviera del Sol, which is just a short walk down the boardwalk. I haven't regretted it, and I want to tell you exactly why, because it's the honest answer underneath everything I've just shown you. Everything that makes La Cala's appeal real to me, so the beach, the boardwalk, the restaurants, the atmosphere, it's all just a 30-minute walk away. I get all of it, but what I don't get every single day is the traffic all funneling through the village, the parking summer fights, and the price premium that now comes with living in the village itself. That's not me sitting on a fence, that's how I actually feel. La Cala hasn't lost its charm, but living in its success now comes with a daily cost, and for me, that trade-off just isn't worth it. Some of the complaints in this video are completely fair. I mean, the traffic, that's a real serious problem. Some of the newer properties, well, they've been built for volume rather than quality. But if you're looking for that sleepy little fishing village of days gone by, well, it doesn't exist anymore. And it's certainly not coming back. But a town that never changes isn't a town that's been preserved, it's a town that's been left behind. Now, what's replaced it isn't perfect, but there's more going on, it's better connected, and it gives people, both newcomers and locals, a genuinely better quality of life. That's not nothing. So has La Cala de Mijas lost its charm? So do you think La Cala's lost its charm?
Not fully, no, but there are a few small places opening up, so that's good. But the bigger ones are trying to muscle in, so we just need to keep those smaller tapas bars.
For me, it's very different. A lot of my patients, I would say that it's lost some of its charm. Is what my patients that are living and working in La Cala and have been for the last 10, 12 years say that it's lost some of its charm.
And what makes you choose La Cala over, say, Marbella or Fuengirola?
The charm of the place and the people themselves.
To a certain extent, not completely. During the festivity periods and that, yes, you still get that charm in La Cala.
So La Cala is always nice. For all this time, it's a nice place and very beautiful village, has nice people, and it welcomes for all the tourists come from outside.
So it's still got the charm you remember?
Definitely.
I actually think that the town itself, so this side of it, the boulevard and all the little streets and everything, I think it's still got its character, and I think people can see that, and the boardwalk's lovely as well, and it's lovely to have all the bars, restaurants as well.
Would you say La Cala's lost its charm?
No, I don't think so. I'll be coming back next year.
The version people missed was charming because it was sleepy and undiscovered. The version of today is charming because, well, it's changed and it's evolved. I mean, I used to love it enough to live here for years, but I chose to move 30 minutes away, and it's still one of the best decisions I've made on this coast. But I want to hear from you, not me. So, do you currently live in La Cala? Did you used to live here? Are you thinking about moving here? Let me know what you think in the comments. I read each and every one. And if you are thinking about buying a property in La Cala de Mijas, Mijas Costa, or anywhere on the Costa del Sol, we've put together a buyer's guide and a property alert list. The link's in the description. No pressure, no sales call, just information. I'm Keith from Target Property Spain. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.